Good morning. My name is Thurman Greco, and I welcome you to this segment of the YouTube Massage Hour with Canine Massage Therapy star, Bailey. Bailey is a 13-year-old pug that does receive massage fairly regularly from his human. These are two pugs getting ready to receive their first massage from me. They do get massage from their human, but I am a new presence. And always in the past, I went to the little dog social group and I would stand in the room and give instructions to people on how to give massage to their pets. But today we've moved it forward so that now I'm not only giving instructions and talking, but I'm also offering the massage. And in this case, we've got two pugs. We've got the senior 13-year-old male, and we have got a little puppy. She's not, well, technically, she really is still a puppy. Her face is very, very soft, and she's not an aggressive dog. She's a very sweet little pug. And one of the things that I have observed through the years is that pugs come in two colors. They come in black and they come in fawn. And the fawns have a tendency to be calmer, and they have a tendency to be more accepting of their situation. So we're going to start this evening in this class by taking a deep breath. I always start every massage with a couple of deep breaths because I find that over time, whenever your pets hear the deep breath, they get calm. And if you'll notice, Charlie, who is not in the picture at all, was here at the last class and she heard the deep breaths. This morning, she heard the deep breaths and she calmed down. And he did calm down for a moment as well. And you know, you want to make sure that when you get ready to give your pet a massage, especially if it's its first massage, you want to make sure that the pet is not hungry, that the pet has gone to the bathroom, that the pet is not cold or overly hot. You want to make sure that the pet has an opportunity to be as comfortable as possible. And you start off, I like to use as my models a smaller pet. If it's a large pet, you may not be able to work on a table as we do now. You may have to sit on the floor. For a mid-sized pet, and all of this depends on your abilities too, because if you can't get on the floor, then you're going to have to make adjustments. You may want to sit on the sofa and have your large pet next to you. If you have a medium-sized pet and can lift the dog up to the top of a washing machine, if you put a small rug up on top of the washing machine and the washing machine is closed and it's not washing clothes, that's a really good location because it's a good height for a lot of people. So we've got our two pets here for the massage, and we're going to start at the beginning, right at the face, because we're working from the front, we're working from the head to the tail in the massage. And this is how their hair grows, and this is the way they calm down faster. If you start going from the rear to the head, you're going to make the dog more excited than it is in the beginning. And I always tell people the first massage is kind of goofy anyway, because the pet doesn't necessarily know what's getting ready to happen. And already Bailey is adjusting to the massage. You saw him shiver and shake a little bit. That's called an integration shake. Whenever you're giving massage to your pet or actually doing much of anything with your pet, if you notice that your pet begins to shake, That's called an integration shape. So the first thing we're going to do is work on the head. Notice how she's a little sensitive about that. It's okay to do the neck with her, but she's a little sensitive about working on the face. And that's okay. It really is helpful to work on the face. For one thing, when you do around the mouth, you're actually massaging not only the face and the skin, but you're also massaging the gums and the teeth. And this is a neglected area in your pet's health, is the teeth. A lot of times, your pet, depending upon the breed, may have some problems in the mouth and you wouldn't even know it. Suggested breeds would be schnauzers. Any dog that has a beard as part of the groom will definitely have the teeth and the mouth hidden. And so they can have cavities, they can have abscesses, they can have all kinds of problems in their mouth and you wouldn't know it. I can remember being called to a woman's house. She said, there's something wrong with my dog, I don't know what it is. And I did what I'm doing now. I gave the dog a massage. The dog was a schnauzer and it was an undersized schnauzer, but it had the accepted schnauzer groom. So we had the beard and we had the facial hair. And right away, I knew there was something wrong because she was having trouble letting me near her mouth. So I lifted up, and of course with this one, the teeth are as clean as a pin, but I lifted up and I saw a disaster. So we went through an abbreviated version of the massage, and I told her, I said, I think I've gotten to the bottom of your problem. You need to go see the vet. The vet ended up taking out 9 teeth. And this woman was clueless. She had no idea. And you know, it's interesting to me. That woman took care of her pet. She fed it the best quality food that she could feed it. She made sure that it went and got its shots, that if there was something wrong, she took care of it. But somehow the vet managed to ignore the teeth. And I have a problem with that because the teeth are so important to the animal. And actually, if you really take the portion of the dog's body that is devoted to teeth as compared to the portion of our human bodies which is devoted to teeth, teeth are more important to a dog or a cat than they are to a human. And the vets don't say anything. And when you have a lot of teeth in a pet that are not healthy, you're going to have adverse reactions on the kidneys, the liver, the heart, the pancreas. The dog's health is going to suffer. So you do need to take care of that. And if the vet doesn't bring the subject up, you need to bring it up. You need to say, doctor, how do my pet's teeth look? What is the situation with my pet's teeth? And start the conversation because you do want your pet to have healthy teeth. So we're working around the face, and here we're working around the face, and here we are going to do little dime-sized circles all around the head. And that's very important. Sometimes that's the favorite part of your pet is getting the head massaged in these little dime-sized circles and going down around the throat. And when you have the ears, you want to do these little dime-sized circles along the ear flaps. You have a lot of nerve endings that are in the ears. And I think that an ear massage is very spiritual because it does offer spiritual support and emotional support and mental support. Even though there aren't a lot of muscles there, there are all of these little nerve endings. Then you want to come back to behind the head And you want to work with, now notice how she moved her head. She's not particularly comfortable with me massaging along her occipital ridge. So whenever you start giving a massage to a dog and all of a sudden, notice what she's doing? She's moving around. I have reached something on this dog's neck that she feels differently about me massaging the neck than she does about me massaging the head. And I think it is very, very interesting that she has turned to face me. So that's something that you want to take a note of. The next thing you want to do is you want to start going at the base of the skull, and you want to go all the way down the spine. You want to go all the way down. You start at the occipital ridge and you go down the spine all the way down. Now we're getting down here to the end of the spine, and we're getting down here to the tail. And you run across a lot of sensitivities down here, and I don't notice that many sensitivities along the base of her spine, which is that's a good thing. If I'm teaching massage therapy to a room full of dogs and humans, I'll run across 20% will not allow their humans to massage their back. So here we are. Okay, come on, sweetheart. Let's go back here. We have to get back to the class at hand. So we're going down. We are going down the spine. And this is wonderful. And she's letting it happen. And I'm down here at the base. Now we're a little sensitive where the tail and the spine meet. And she's allowing it. It's not hurting her. Now we're going to come down here, and we're going to go along the neck, and we're going to massage. We're just using a light touch with our hands. You don't need to use a heavy touch on a dog. You use a light touch on a dog. And then as you come to the shoulders, you want to take, and this would be, now this, if it's a little teeny dog, if it's a little chihuahua, you just go with the finger. But these dogs, she's got pretty strong shoulders, so we're going to move in circles along the shoulders so that we're massaging the shoulder muscles. And these are very, very important. And I'm noticing as I offer massage to her shoulders, I'm noticing that they warm up. And what that tells me is that blood is now going to her shoulder area more rapidly than it was before the massage, which lets me know that there is some therapy happening on the shoulders. And then we're going to do this, and then we are going to take our hands and very carefully we are going to go down the leg and off the feet, and down the leg and off the feet. And I notice that Charlie's becoming very quiet and calm. So we're going to go down the leg and off the feet. And that's very important, and something that you may want to do if you can do it. A lot of times you can't do it because the pet is too sensitive. Is you can go along and you can kind of pinch along the tissue on the front of the legs, which is a wonderful thing to do. And then when you get down to the feet, you actually go down the leg. Now you've got your fingers cupped this way. You go down the leg and you go over the top of the leg and beyond the foot. And after you go beyond the foot, they won't all let you do this the first time. You can massage the bottoms of the toes. You can do the pads of the toes. You know what? I'm suspecting that your human spends time with the toes and that your human spends time with your feet, because you're very, very comfortable having your feet touched, which is really nice. Because there are some pets that you can't touch their feet at all when you start giving them massage. It takes 5 or 6 sessions before they'll let you touch their feet at all. And this is important. If you are going to give massage to your pet, and right at the beginning, your pet says, forget the toes. This is something that you should not forget, because you're going to have to do the nails. And you want your pet to be comfortable with humans touching the feet. And also, if your dog is a groomed dog, the chances are pretty good that there's hair growing between the toes. And it may be forming balls of hair that need to be removed because they're hard and they hurt when your pet walks down the street. And you know, a lot of times we do walk with our dogs. We have collars and leashes, and we go on walks with them. And when we go on walks with our dogs, they're down on the ground, our eyes are up here, and we know that they're walking beside us because of the way we're handling the leash. But we don't necessarily realize that our pet has something wrong with the gait. And if the pet has something wrong with the gait, you're not going to see it. So you're going to find out if there's something wrong while you give the massage. So after we do the neck, and this is a very sensitive part of the massage as well, because some animals really pull when their humans take them for walks. And one of the reasons the animals pull is because you have the wrong leash and you have the wrong collar. Another reason that the animals pull is because you're not holding the leash at a proper angle. There's a certain way you can hold the leash and the animal will not pull. And sometimes people have the wrong collars. You have a collar for your pet that is totally inappropriate for that pet, which can cause a neck injury. And sometimes people buy chain collars, which are also very, very difficult as well. So we have to realize that your pet can have neck injuries. And this little guy has got right at the top of her shoulders, she's got some sensitivity. Now let's see if I can get one of them and we'll do the body. Can I have you back here, little one? Okay, now, here we go. We have done the shoulders, we've done the neck, we've done the legs, and now we are going to go to, and we've done the spine. Oh, and while you're here and standing, let's do the tail as it connects, the plume as it connects to the body. Notice that where this connection begins can sometimes be very, very sore. Now, she doesn't have any, she's not sore at all. This puppy is just fine and she's not having any problems. Now, one of the things you want to do, if they'll let you, now a lot of them, 20% of them won't let you. Not at the beginning. Once you have given them massage several times and they feel comfortable receiving the massage, then you can do the rotations and things back on the tails. Now, we are going to go along the rib cage and along here, and we are going to work all along here. This is really nice. Now, I notice a little heat right here, right along the abdominal area, right in here, which is fine. There's heat going to there, and then we get back here. Notice, okay, now we got to the hips. And notice she just sat down. She says, I'm not real sure that I want you to touch my hips. I felt some heat, and she sat down, which tells me that it's not necessarily the most comfortable thing in the world for her. She's not refusing it, but she's not all that happy with it. So what we're doing with the hips is we are going in circles, circular motions with the palm of our hands. We took a short little intermission, and what we're doing is we are now working the abdominal area, and we're going to do the hip, and this is working out very well. So you can see this. I've got my fingers together, and the thumb is doing the inside of the hind leg and the forefingers are doing the outside of the hind quarter. And we're going in a little circular motion. And we're going to do a little bit of pinching right there on the inside of the hindquarters. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did with the front leg. And notice she's sensitive now. So you know she's protecting her knees. She could also be protecting some hip tissue, you know, but this is okay. We're not hurting her. She's going to let me do it. We're going to go down the knee, and then we're going to go down to the foot and off the foot. Now, because I know that she has some sensitivity in her hind legs, I am not going to lift up that rear leg to see if there's anything on the inside of the foot, of the pads of the feet. Because for one thing, I don't think there is. She is a pug and there's not much hair there. And for another thing, I know that Linda can touch her feet later on. There are some pets that when I start giving them massage, nobody touches their feet unless they're held down by 3 vet techs at the veterinary clinic. And it takes several massage classes before these animals will permit humans to touch their feet. And I think that this pet is enjoying this particular massage stroke that we are doing, which is very comfortable. So I'm supporting her on one side, and I have been working on the other side. So now I am going to turn her around, and we are going to do this side of the leg. Now, up there she goes. This leg is more sensitive than the other one. And that's okay. You are not going to massage any, I don't think, pet that runs and jumps and plays and acts like dogs act, that you're not going to find some sensitivity. That's just part of it. And you know, many dogs have the attitude of, if there is no pain, there is no gain. And I know that, for example, with my Chihuahua Taco, who is now on YouTube, when he had a lot of discomfort, and he just hid it. We just did not discuss it. That's it. End of the subject. He didn't want to go there. So if I wanted to find out more, we had to go get an X-ray. So here we are under here. We are right under here. Now, one of these times when I do this, we are going to discuss the chakras. This little guy has a chakra right here. She has a chakra right at the top of her nose. She has a chakra right over her thymus. And you know, we tell humans, nobody's really sure what the thymus does. There's a lot in the human body and in the canine body that we're not exactly sure what it does. But one thing we do know about the thymus, whether it's a human thymus or a canine thymus, that massaging it is a good thing. And it can help you feel better. And it's going to help her feel better. She's going to feel a lot better. So there we go. Now, we are back over here. We've pretty well gone over the entire body once. And you can do this twice. And if, for example, we found out that this hip muscle in the right rear leg, you massage the whole body, and then you can go back to that hip muscle and you can do a few rotations there. And she'll let you by then, because she will have been rested, and she's more trusting that I'm not going to hurt her. So we are also going to go over some things with her. We looked at her teeth, and of course they're perfect. but you may find something. And also, you look at the ears. Recently I was giving I have these two cats, and I was giving one cat a massage, and I realized this is not right. This ear is not right. So we took the cat to the vet, and sure enough, it had an ear infection. We would never have, there were no symptoms. The cat was not itching, that there was no evidence of pain, there was nothing, but the cat had a terrible ear infection, which it was hiding. And so we got medicine and we took care of it. So we also, you go over the entire surface of the dog's body, and what you're looking for is you're looking for lumps. And of course, there are no lumps on this dog. I'm also looking for hot spots and cold spots. And I can tell you right away, there is a warm space right where the right rear foot meets the abdominal muscle. And there is a cold spot right at the back of the upper rear leg. Those are things that you look for. Those are things that you want to see. You want to know if your cat or dog's ears smell bad, or if the teeth are funny or whatever. But in the meantime, we now started off with a pet who did not really know who I was this morning, and she's perfectly comfortable to receive her massage. And I want to thank you very, very much for letting me give you a massage and for agreeing to go on YouTube. So can you look at the YouTube? Can you look at the YouTube there so that oh, that's good. Your little eyes are getting soft. And thank you very, very much. We will be doing more, and I look forward to having you enjoy them on YouTube. Thank you again.